Hello everyone, today we play part 2 of my own mission, Dire Times and Magical Endeavors. It's a new mission released a week ago. Let's load the game. So we still need to find what's about the mysterious illness and steal the 4 elemental books. Also we need to find the School of Power. A lot of objectives to do. So this will be a long second episode. First, let's go to Maruf Palace and explore it. In the first episode I explored this palace, Salazar Palace, this big palace. There are dead people on the streets, dead because of the plague. I assume there are too many for the authorities to clear them, to bury them. So this is another entrance to Maruf Palace, the back entrance, but it's guarded. Well, I can try to sneak past here.
What was that?
There is another entrance, which is easier to sneak past. And here is the third entrance, the front door entrance, with a sleeping guard. I will knock him out just in case. Nice palace. The yellow palace, it's Maruf Palace. So these are servants' quarters. Oh, a healing potion. I have 7 now. I hear footsteps. It's just a servant.
Who's there? Hello?
And here we have a sleeping female servant. My dearest Mary, I take my pen in hand with a heavy heart to bring you sad tidings from our castle. Poor Nicholas, the house cleaner, our dear fellow worker and friend, is gone from us. He suffered terribly from a strange illness. We are all in shock. The physician came but could do little for him. He was barely 20 years of age, yet spent his last day like an old man, skin and bone. He passed in the early hours yesterday with only the cook and myself to see him to his end. We are all saddened, Mary. Life is short for folks like us, and this loss leaves us fewer hands and heavy hearts. Your humble friend, Jane. This is the toilet.
What was that there? I saw something.
And this woman is the cook, I think. This is the servant's kitchen. So with that we are done with servant's quarters. Let's go up on these stairs to explore the rest of the palace.
Wind blows, fire burns, earth shakes, water flows. What vision?
A ritual for summoning the spirits of the dead. In this chapter, we will describe a ritual for summoning the spirits of the newly dead. For this, we will need a small knife with a white or black handle with the name Agla on one side of the blade and the name Zabaoth on the other. A censer or incense burner. A church incense or a mixture of frankincense and myrrh. In a remote and distant place, create a large circle with the knife, saying, I make this circle in the name of the trickster god who alone created the underworld, also known as the Mo. Around the edge of the circle, write the following names with the knife. On the west, Agla; on the east, Tetragrammaton; on the south, Adonai; on the north, Zabaoth. Once this is done, create another circle in the middle of the first, saying, I make this circle in the name of the demon who cursed the human race with human blood. Then in the middle of the second circle, create a third circle, saying, I make this circle in the name of the foul spirit, Ravana, who illuminated the underworld after its creation. Create a large cross that cuts through the circle in the middle with the knife. Say the following, this cross will drive a evil from this place, from us and around us. This is the area of protection of the summoner in which he is safe. Starting at the east of the circle, take the censer with the lit incense and walk clockwise around the area, saying, I produce this flame in the name of the trickster demon and the foul spirit. Returning to the east of the circle and facing west towards it, say the following words, I adjure you, King of kings and Lord of lords, O eternal and unchanging God, understand now my call, my spirit, and the grounds of my heart, and that I may rest in you, my Savior. After this you may summon the spirit with another ritual described in another chapter of this book. Come on, get it. To my esteemed sister Zara Al-Zil, 6th day of October, Anno 865. May this missive find your spirit strong and your heart warm amidst these turbulent times. The moon's wanes, dear Zara, and the familiar chill in the air brings whispers of potent energies, yet the mundane world grows ever more perilous for our kind. I write with news of a fascinating albeit risky experiment. My latest distillation, using dew gathered from mandrake roots under a blood moon, sourced, you'll recall, from that secretive market near the old abbey, yielded a shimmering essence I believe capable of revealing true intentions. A single drop upon the tongue and falsehood crumbled like ash. I tasted it on that gossip merchant, Mr. Finch, and his pious pronouncement dissolved into a vision of pure avarice. However, the residue in the alembic pulsed with a natural heat, and I fear I've tapped into a more primal, perhaps unwelcome, vein of power. The spirit of the ether seemed agitated, their whispers sharp. Do you recall our discussion on balancing the terrestrial with the celestial? Perhaps I strayed too far from the proper invocation. I've also deciphering fragments of the Codex Umbra, the one you procured from the wandering scholar. The chapter of sympathetic resonance is particularly dense, but I believe the diagrams hint at a method to mend fractured wards, a necessity given the recent patrols by the bishop's men in the northern villages. Pray tell, have you had success with your moonstone charm for protection? And do you know of any source for powdered griffon feather? My current supply is nearly exhausted, and I dare not venture far for such a potent component. May your scrying pool remain clear and your protective circles unbroken. Write soon, if by means of discreet cipher. With deepest magical regard, your devoted sister in craft, Morgana. So let's go higher on these stairs. These mages are dangerous. They summon zombies. Necromancer Faris al-Kubur. Due to recent events, I am afraid we may be forced to close the portal for a while. The critters emerging from the other side carry some sort of disease with them. Our servant Nicolas got ill and died yesterday. I heard that several other people in the quarter died under the same circumstances. Forbid everyone to go to the highest floor of the castle until I find a solution for this problem. Please untie the beams that link the portal with this world as soon as you can. I don't want the Hammerites to make inquiries and inspect our castle. This matter can go wrong very easily, and the Baron may expel us from the city if we are found guilty. We must be careful and keep a low profile for a while. Signed, Mage Maruf al-Ahmar. So this is the story of the illness. We need to find that portal and close them by some means. By what I've read, it's in the last floor of the castle, the upper floor of the castle.
Halt! Is someone there? Stop at once! And put your hands up!
Oh no. This is the kitchen of the castle, the main kitchen. Here the master eat his meals. I can hear a necromancer woman. Oh, an invisibility potion. Nice. Let's use it to knock down this mage. I don't want to fight him.
Art thou there?
Shelters from the winds. Feel the countless
Wind is
waters.
restless this night.
Vast earth and burn in eternal fires.
Oh, here is the skull we need to steal. The skull of power. So we have objective complete, seize Maruf golden skull of power. This is another balcony. There are some mages in the house nearby, so I need to keep a low profile to be as silent as I can. I can hear them.
What's
talking.
that? 'Twas probably nothing.
Oh no, a spider, a blue spider. Ouch! This spider is dangerous. Oh dear. I got hit 2 times. I need to eat some food. Let's take a healing potion. Ugly beast. So this is Maruf, the lord of this castle, the mage lord, Maruf al-Ahmar. Most esteemed Maruf al-Ahmar, my efforts to procure the ancient pagan artifact, the Jacknaw's bow, were futile. From the information I have from my sources, this item can be found in the pagan temples near the East Forest. We need to plan an expedition there and take the artifact by force from the pagans. This item is a sentient, but its powers are unknown. How to make use of it, I don't know. You need to figure this out for yourself. No more news from the inner circle lately. They are banning our followers from one by one. I am the only one still a member of the Hand Brotherhood, but I don't know how long we can keep our connection a secret. These are all the news I have gathered for now. Be careful and always vigilant. Your humble follower and admirer, Ayman al-Sahar. So this is a city. Oh no, I missed. But I was lucky. He didn't turn and see me. She didn't turn and see me. October 6th, Anno 865. My dearest Elara, I trust this missive finds you in excellent health and that the autumnal chill was not yet dampened your spirits nor your studies. It has been many months since our last discourse at the conclave, and I find my mind often wandering to the fascinating theories you proposed regarding the transmutation of silver into lunar essence. The reason for my writing today is a discovery I have made within the damp vaults of the castle's library. I have come across a manuscript long thought lost, which suggests a resonance between the celestial alignment of the moon and the stability of the protective wards. I recall your own difficulties with the anchoring of your sanctuary's defenses and thought this might be the missing piece of your arcane puzzle. The world of men remains as turbulent as ever, yet here amidst my quills and crystals I find a peace they cannot comprehend. I long for the day when we might once again share a pot of tea and discuss the unseen threads that bind our world together. Until that time, I remain with the utmost affection and respect your devoted friend and sister in the arts, Sabrina al-Ahmar. Oh, so here is the portal. And another blue creature. A placeholder for something. And a scroll. Master, the ley lines of energy sustaining the portal are just broken. Until we find a way to restore them, the portal is locked open. Necromancer Faris Al-Kubur. And we have new objectives. We checked the objective, investigate the mysterious illness. And we have a new objectives, find a way to sabotage the portal. It's the only way to put a stop to this epidemic. See where you can find some explosives. The Hammerite factory in the vicinity may have what you need. Okay, so we need to find that Hammerite factory to steal the explosives or take them, I do not know. Because the Hammerites on this map are friendly with us, so I guess they will let us take the explosives. Because they are directly interested in combating the illness. So this is the factory. The Hammerite factory.
Did something make a noise? Chase away the hoof of life. Chase the trickster from our dream.
Let's explore the factory. The Hammerites are friendly. They ignore our presence.
Yay. Who comes unto me?
Path to an enlightened future.
Vigilance is our shield that protects us from the squalid past. Knowledge is our weapon with which we carve a path to an enlightened future.
Chase the trickster from our dream.
Vigilance is our shield that protects us from the squalid past. Knowledge is our weapon.
Some street people near a fire.
So shall it be with all my children, whether they be stone or flesh.
What noise there that softly calls?
is our shield that protects us from our squalid past.
Father Dominic. The turbine on the second floor of the factory is heating up more than we predicted and needs cooling. Please ask one of the novices to cool it off regularly with a bucket of water. Also, one of the machines near the door at the ground floor looks broken. See if you can repair the damage. May the builder be with thee. Father Tobias. Oh nice, here are the explosives. Father Tobias, I invented a powerful explosive device that you may use in your mining endeavors. It is much stronger than your usual explosives. I can send you a prototype for testing, and if all goes well, we can manufacture 50 more at the price of 80 gold apiece. To use it, just fix it in the place near the site you wish to blow and activate it. You have enough time to leave for a safer spot, as the explosion is set to take place sometime after activation. Signed, Father Benedict. Okay, so we have the explosive charge. Let's go back to the Maruf Palace and place the explosives. So here is the portal we need to blow.
I think my work here is done.
And we have objective complete. Find a way to sabotage the portal. And we still need to find to steal the 4 elemental books. Well, these books are in the houses around the 2 castles. There are 6 houses. So we need to explore them all. So this is the first house. Clyde, my dearest friend, I pray this finds you well. Too I fear my own fortunes are poor. My master's demands an ending, and my belly often empty save for thin gruel. The work from dawn till dusk leaves little strength for writing, but your memory sustains me. Tell me, do the old folk still gather at the green? Write soon, I beg you, and now I remain your true friend and humble servant, John. Oh, here is the book. One of the books, the Book of Water. Notes from the council session of the Inner Circle. The council decided to ban Mage Roshan al-Dalal as a follower of Maruf al-Ahmar. We also keep a close eye on Mage Ayman al-Sahar, suspected to be involved in pagan practices. We were not able to establish a connection between him and Maruf, but it's highly probable they are connected in some way. The expedition to the ruins of the lost city planned for this month to recover the Eye of Horus is made up of the following members: Fire Mage Jabir ibn Hayyan, Water Mage Nadir al-Hawra, Air Mage Nizar al-Vidad, and Earth Mage Ashrar al-Mustaq. We forbid any water magic experiments to the Water Mage Jad al-Kairam for 1 year after the regrettable accident at his residence when 2 adepts lost their lives. To the most excellent Majesty, Samia Snorcrest, by the grace of the Builder, Baron of our beloved city, the humble petition of your Majesty's loyal and faithful subject Abdul Ar-Misri, Mage of the Hand Brotherhood, humbly shew it, that your petitioner, through the grace of the Builder and the opportunities afforded under your majesty's most peaceful and prosperous reign, had for many years applied himself with diligence and probity to the advancement of trade and commerce with this realm. To considerable venture and navigation to distant lands, your servant had established valuable trade routes, bringing wealth not only to his own house, but more importantly, increasing your majesty's customs and the general prosperity of the barony and its subjects. Your petitioner has at great personal expense supported the barony in various financial endeavors, including the securing of loans for your majesty's service and the building of a grand ship for the baronial navy, thereby demonstrating a commitment to the defense of and honor of the city. May it therefore please your most excellent majesty to look with favor upon the dutiful service and humble request of your loyal subject. In recognition of the aforesaid contributions to the realm and the dignity of the barony's trade, your petitioner most humbly prostrates himself before your majesty's throne, beseeching that your majesty in your infinite wisdom and as the fons honorum within your dominions would be graciously pleased to confer upon your servant and his heirs male the status, degree, and title of a count. This honor would secure the future standing of his lineage and allow him to serve your majesty with greater authority and distinction in the public assemblies and councils of the realm. And your petitioner shall ever pray for your majesty's long life and prosperous reign, and will remain your majesty's most humble and obedient servant. So we are done with the first house. Let's go to the second one. Dear Leofric, I write to you from the estate of my master in the countryside with tidings that are both wondrous and unsettling. The harvest is well in hand, thank the builder, and the cellars are stocked, but a most extraordinary event had befallen us this past week. On the second day of October, the sky did not present its usual clear blue, but instead a vast moving cloud, dark and white, as a storm front appeared on the horizon. We first thought it a foul weather sign, but as it drew nigh, we realized our error. It was not rain, but a numberless multitude of butterflies of a bright orange and black hue, such as I have not seen the like of before. They descended upon the estate like a living blanket. The air is thick with the silent fluttering of wings. They settle on every surface, the house walls, the barn doors, the very ground itself is a moving tapestry of orange. The young maids are much distressed, some believing them to be a sign of a portent of ill fortune, perhaps sent by witches, as the old tales say. The gardens are quite overwhelmed. They cluster upon the last of the autumn flowers in such density that the plants themselves cannot be seen. Master Fitzwilliam's prized rose bushes are entirely obscured by their delicate weight. We fear for the vegetable stores, true, thus far they seem only interested in the nectar. We have tried to shoo them away from the dairy, lest they spoil the milk, as is the common belief hereabouts, but their numbers are so great our efforts are futile. It is a sign of terrible beauty, a quiet invasion without a single soldier boot on the ground. By all accounts from the village folk, the swarm extends for miles. We await their departure with impatience and awe. I shall send word again when the skies are clear and the land is returned to its proper quiet. Jacob. The City Tribune. New guillotine installed in South Auldale. The new guillotine, called the Health Eater, was installed yesterday near Brown Street, next to the gallows and Auldale Market. This machinery will be used as an alternative beheading by axe or sword. The device consists of an axed head fitted to the base of a heavy wooden block that ran in grooves between two 15-foot tall uprights mounted on a stone base about 4 feet high. A rope attached to the block ran over a pulley, allowing it to be raised, after which the rope is secured by attaching it to a pin in the base. The block carrying the axe is then released either by withdrawing the pin or by cutting the rope once the prisoner is in place. Before execution, a convicted is usually detained in custody for 3 market days, on each of which he is publicly displayed in the stocks. 5 guildsmen convicted for cheating in commercial practices. 5 individuals who own a shop in southern Auldale were found guilty and convicted for engaging in deceptive practices that were difficult to detect immediately for the average customer. Adulteration. Staple commodities were often cut or adulterated with cheaper substances to increase volume or weight and maximize profit. They mix the tea with other leaves to increase quantity, and they use roots to produce some cheap flour, which obviously was fake. False measures and weights. They use false advertising and regal scales to cheat customers. Deceptive manufacturing. They often use inferior materials or shortcut in production, masking the poor quality with superficial finishes. This was commonly seen in the quality of textiles they sold, and their customers find that a seemingly sturdy piece of cloth would not last as long as expected. We congratulate the authorities for this act of justice, and we hope to get rid of this kind of charlatans in our beautiful city.
unscathed. Now 'tis my turn.
Oh, and here is the
I
second
shall
book,
build shelters from the winds.
the Book of Earth.
Waters, see the vast earth and burn in eternal fires.
21 Castle Street, Auldale, the 6th day of October, Anno 865. To the esteemed office of the High Sheriff of the District of Auldale, or in his absence, to the worshipful Justice of the Peace for the county. May it please your honor, I write to you this day under the direst distress and with a heart heavy with the greatest of matters. My purpose in this missive is to bring to your immediate attention a most heinous transgression that had befallen my household and by extension the peace of the county. On the 6th day of this present month, or at or near the hour of 10 in the evening, my beloved daughter Elizabeth was seized from my grounds by unknown miscreants. She was last observed in the company of her governess near the East Gardens before both were set upon and taken by force in a coach which made haste towards the Shellbridge Road. The perpetrators remain unknown to me too. I suspect the hand of a desperate man, perchance one of ill repute, who lately did some work on my estate. The governess, a woman of good standing, also remains captive. I have no doubt this is a matter of force and not of elopement, for my daughter is a virtuous and dutiful child. I do not presume to instruct your honor in the execution of her duties, but I implore your office to apply the full measure of your authority and influence to this urgent matter. I pray that you will instruct the constables and all men under your charge to pursue those responsible with all due diligence and speed, so that my daughter may be restored to my care and the villains brought to the Baron's justice. I am prepared to offer a substantial reward for any information leading to her safe return and the apprehension of the culprits. I await your immediate response and guidance on the next steps in this process. I am willing to cooperate fully in any investigation that may follow. I remain your honor's most humble and obedient servant, Ramiz Al-Khalid, Mage of the Hand Brotherhood. So this was the second house. Let's go to the third one. By order of the mayoralty of Auldale, all citizens are obliged to comply with the following proclamation. For the greater good and prosperity of our beautiful quarter, we have ordained that from today, the day of St. Edgar the Fair, Anno 865, the taxes on luxury goods like coffee, jewelry, and of any sort, fine silk, clothes, and other expensive fabrics of the same sort, fine wines and liqueurs, and chocolate and other sweets of this sort will be increased by 20%. All shop owners are obliged to collect these taxes from customers and make the payments necessary at the office of Alexander Abercrombie at 16 Auldale Market. Signed by Sir Augustus Frederick d'Este, Mayor of the District of Auldale. Brave men wanted. In defense of the Baron will fight for to maintain his country's right, inviting all his fellow peers to list themselves for volunteers. So this is the third house. To the most honorable Lord Leopold Beaufort, at your estate in Oldale, my lord, may this missive find your lordship in good health and spirits, too I fear my own are somewhat diminished by the tedious absence from your esteemed company. Indeed, the very thought of our last conclave at Hampton Court brings a smile to my countenance, through shadow by the chill of separation. I write to you, my lord, as a true friend and fellow laborer in the vineyard of our baron and city, concerning the recent unrest in the commons and the perplexing motions of the Whig faction. Sir Robert's latest proposal regarding the land tax is to my mind a most audacious overreach, and I trust your wisdom in council will see fit to temper such follies. Our own affairs here at Blackwood proceed slowly. The harvest was meager, and the tenants cry for relief, though I can ill afford it given the dues to the barony. Perhaps a visit from your lordship would offer solace and counsel, as your judgment on the state management is unparalleled. Pray give my kindest regards to your noble lady Beatrice, and believe me always, my lord, your most humble and obedient servant, Lord Harrington. To the most esteemed Lady Adele, from your most devoted friend Lady Beatrice, at your estate in Stone Market, this 6th day of October, 865. My dearest friend, I trust this missive finds you in good health and spirits through the seasons cold thus press heavily upon us here at our Auldale estate, much like a tedious sermon on a winter's eve. Your last correspondence, received with the greatest joy, brought news of your husband's successful return from his northern tour. I heartily hope the air agreed with him, and that he carries fewer vexations than when last he departed. My own days are much as you might imagine. Mornings spent with the housekeeper, ensuring the smooth running of this household, and afternoons devoted to needlework, or more pleasingly, a chapter from Mr. Pope's latest verses, which I find quite diverting, too I confess some lines escape my understanding. I was quite taken by your description of the recent ball at Remington Estate. Such gatherings, while tiresome in their formalities, do offer amusement, do they not? Pray tell me more of the new fashions from Blackbrook. Have sleeves grown wider, or are gowns still so heavily adorned? And did you perchance encounter the Countess Charlotte? Her absence from my own company this season has left a noticeable void in the neighborhood's gaiety. I long for your company, dear friend, to share quiet confidences away from prying eyes and airs. Do consider a visit soon. The gardens here in Audale are a sight to see even in autumn, and my library offers the solace I am eager to share. Pray give my warmest regards to your esteemed mother and assure her of my continued prayers for her well-being. Until I may embrace you in person, I remain with the deepest affection and esteem your most humble and obedient servant, Lady Beatrice. This servant, this cook woman, is very dangerous. He has a knife in his hand, like the one in the castle, and I need to knock out. To my esteemed cook, Melissa, from the study, this 6th day of October, anno 865. Melissa, I write with immediate concern regarding the provisions for our upcoming dinner on Tuesday next, when Lord Abernathy and his lady shall honor us with their presence. See that the venison haunch is well marinated and roasted to a perfect tenderness, not dry, mind you, for Abernathy judges a man by his cookery. Ensure the sauces are rich and properly spiced with a good measure of claret, and I noted last time was wanting. For the lighter fare, I desire a proper blanc mange garnished with candied orange peel and a substantial trout from the river served with butter and parsley. Our pantry lacks sufficient fine sugar and sweetmeats, so dispatch young William to the market without fail tomorrow morning. Please keep the scullery clean and the kitchen fire well tended. I expect a feast worthy of our station, but frugality in waste, Melissa. You are in expectation of good fare, Lord Beaufort. So with that we are done with the third house. Let's go to the fourth.
Show yourself.
There is a guard on this house. I heard his footsteps, so I need to be careful. I wait for him to pass to ambush him. My dearest father, I must write to you again because a tragedy struck my master's house. I am not sure if you heard from the newspapers, but here is what happened. Imagine that my master Hubert poisoned his own wife. A big scandal bursted out around his name, and all the big newspapers wrote about his story. He was found guilty by the tribunal and now is rotting in jail for life. I have to assume he will die in prison and I will not hope to see him again. In his absence, the house is managed by his son, Anthony de Burgh, and by his cousin, Theobald de Burgh, a wealthy merchant from Stone-Market. Even if the master left for good, my life here is no easier than before. Theobald is a drunkard, and all he does all day is to send me to buy wine from the market. Anthony is a spoiled young man, and even if he has almost 24 years of age, his mind was left in his infancy. All day long he is making pranks on me and Thomas, the cook. Imagine that yesterday he put watermelon in my shoes, so today I was constrained to buy some new ones. Life is hard here in the city. Even if all the prices are rising, the pay is the same. And with all the financial troubles the family has after that happened with Hubert, I will not expect a salary increase soon. At least I'm happy I'm getting paid in time, because Mario the guard was not paid for 2 months. With all the expenses I have, I cannot send home more than 30 gold pieces. I hope this will be enough for you and Mom to cover the rent. Well, I don't know much more to say now, so I will close the letter with my fondest love and kisses to my little sister Emily. Your loving son, Victor.
These old buildings make too much noise. Stop this villain! Someone!
Old Tombs and Burial Practices by Gron F. Oswego. Master Anthony, the Holy Church of Audale is grateful for the donation you sent. We were informed about the unfortunate events that took place inside your residence and we wish to help. Perhaps if you allow us, we can send a priest to bless thy house. This will surely bring luck to your family. Also, you must take care of the soul of your poor mother. The church service may help her soul rest in peace. Let us know about your decision by missive and we can send Father Fabricius to your house next week. May the builder be with you. Signed, Father Francis, on behalf of the Holy Church of Audale. Theobald, this is goodbye. I am writing this because I need to say it clearly for my own sake. I've tried to make this work to see past the drinking, but I've come to realize I can't do it anymore. Your addiction has become a destructive force in our lives, and it's time for me to step away. I remember the man I fell in love with, the one who had dreams and a future, but that man is often lost now, hidden behind the bottle. You've stolen so much from me, my time, my energy, my happiness, and my peace. Every promise you've made about stopping has been broken, and each time it chips away at me a little more. I've tried to be supportive, to lean on you, but the reality is you've turned me into someone I don't even recognize. I'm tired of the anxiety, the sadness, and the endless cycle of hope and disappointment. I deserve a life where I'm not constantly bracing for the next bad decision or the next hurtful word. This isn't about punishing you, it's about saving myself. I can't be the person I want to be, the person I need to be with you in this state. I need to break free from the hold this has on me too, and I can do that while I'm still connected to you in this way. I truly wish you find the help you need and that you can one day overcome this. But for me, the chapter of us is over. I'm choosing to walk away for my own well being. Goodbye, Simone.
Thought I saw something. Okay.
My dearest Cecilia, I write this by the flickering light of the kitchen candle, my hands still rough from the day's work, but my heart full as always when I think of you. My sweet treasure. The master's household is busy as ever, but even amidst the scrubbing and polishing, your face comes to me, a vision of peace and joy that makes the long hours bearable and, indeed, almost swift. I often dream of the little cottage we spoke of, with the small garden where you'll grow your flowers, and the hearth where we'll share our meals, far from the grand noise of this place. I pray nightly for the day when my wages will be enough for us to start our own simple life, a life where my love for you isn't just whispered in the dark but lived out in the quiet everyday moments. Do you remember the day we met by the old oak? Even now the memory brings a smile to my weary face. You are my confidante, my best friend, and the dearest part of me, the anchor of my hopes. Keep safe, my love. Send word when you can, for your letters are like sunlight breaking through the clouds. May God keep you and watch over you until we are joined as one. With all my heart, forever yours, Thomas. And with that, we are done with this house. Let's go to the next one.
Nothing there. Weird. Okay, calm down. There's nothing there. What's that I see?
To the most esteemed mage Ayman al-Sahar. As you requested, in the last 2 months, we searched for the infamous pagan artifact named the Jacknal's Bow. Unfortunately, we were unable to procure it by trade, and all the clues we had led to the ruined pagan temples near the eastern forest and all the clues we have led to the ruined pagan's temples near the eastern forest. But to actually go there and take the artifact, this is pure madness, as you need a small army to do so. It is said the place is infested by the trickster minions, not to mention the high number of pagan inhabitants who live in the area. Beside that, the exploration of these places is forbidden by the Hammerite Order. Mr. Ayman, we are just an antique shop and we procure items by trade, not by force, so we are sorry to inform you that we cannot provide the POW, but we can happily give you all the information we have about it. It is said the POW was formerly a mummified hand and later it was imbued with powers of unknown nature, and now it can feel the world almost like a living being. It looks like the pagans are moving the POW from place to place, but it is always kept inside giant oak trees where it is protected by the taproot, the root of the giant trees in which the POW is stored. You need to perform a strange ritual named the Ritual of the Roof to free the artifact from the root's grasp. That is all we know about this relic. Alberic and Sons, Antiquities, 18, Castle Street, Southern Audale. Pagans, Rituals and Magic by Bill J. Ashmore. Me, Ronald Colville, Count of Clydesmuir, I certify that the following financial situation is accurate. Financial situation of my client Ayman al-Sahar. Income, Lord Ashton, 800 gold paid in full on 6th October 1865. Oh, this is the financial situation. We are not obliged to read this. This is very boring. Total income, total expenses, net income. Signed by his accountant.
Someone there?
A History of the Catacombs by Henry S. Drossen. Air Breeze by Samira Al-Sahar. The whispering breeze softly speaks in rustling leaves, whispering secret as it weaves, caressing faces with gentle hand, stories brought from distant land. Every gust a message new, from mountain tops to ocean blue. A present constant, never rare, the quiet wonders of the air. It's dense, it's free, its touch so light, guiding days and calming night. In every sight, in every breeze, air brings life and graceful ease. And here is the third book, the Book of Air. Dear Claire, I really enjoy my stay here at Samira's house in Auldale. My room is small, but it's cozy and comfortable, and I was able to sleep well. Also, the food is excellent. Samira just wrote a poem for me, and I was ecstatic when she recited it to me this morning. So beautiful, she has so much talent. Next week, I will go to the soiree of Lady Caitlin Simon with Samira, and you are invited too. I never visited his house, but rumors said she has the best ballroom in the quarter. I am really excited to meet you there. Yours truly, Lady Louise Fairfax. Cook. Please make a double chocolate walnut coffee cake for Samira as dessert, and for me a roasted boneless leg of lamb stuffed with rosemary, parsley and garlic. Roast the lamb until it's pink, tender and juicy, and serve it with roasted potatoes. Also make some fruit juice for us to drink and buy a good liquor from the market. Do not forget that tomorrow is Samira's birthday and you need to stay all day at work and cook the menu. Signed, Air Mage Ayman Al-Sahar. So we have one last house to explore and one book to find.
someone there?
Nothing now. Who's there? Hello? Seems peaceful enough now. Hey, over there! Nothing now.
Dear Mom, I hope this letter finds you well and happy. There are so many things I want to say to you, things that often go unspoken in the rush of daily life. My life in the service of Mate Jabir ibn Hayyan is very tough. His wife, Roxane, is very pretentious and often gave me orders that are impossible to accomplish. These mages are proud characters and very different people from all of us. They live and think in their own dream world, so it's hard for me to understand them and their wishes. But I stay in their house because the pay is better. I get 30 gold pieces more than at Lord Holandrus. This month I can send you 100 gold pieces. I hope it's enough to send my little brother Jimmy to school. I want him to become a successful man. So I was thinking we sent him to learn the Hammerites' religious ways in the Church of Saint Yora. I always admire the Hammers in their red uniforms, and I dream of Jimmy to be one of them. What about my dad? I hope he's healed, is okay. I hope he's not drinking too much at the local tavern. Please take care of him. Sometimes he behaves like a little child. I guess he's showing his age. Thank you for all your care and for being the most wonderful mother I could ever ask for. With love, Priya.
What's that? Nothing there. This place must be getting to me. Huh? Who's there?
Note the owner of the Sharp Barber. This is just a reminder. Please pay your rent of 800 gold pieces until the end of the week. Also be noted that for the year 866 the rent will be raised to 1000 gold pieces. Signed Fire Mage Jabir ibn Hayyan. How to win at cards. Chapter 1. Winning at cards is a multifunctional pursuit that balances the cold calculations of mathematics, the psychological art of the read, and the technical mastery of the deck itself. Whether you are looking to dominate a casual Friday poker night or improve your strategic depth in complex trick-taking games, the path to victory involves moving beyond mere luck and into the realm of control, probability, and disciplined play. The following chapters explores the various levels of card game mastery, ranging from fundamental strategy to the more controversial technique of sleight of hand, by James T. Cooper. Dear Giles, you came many times to our house to spend the nights playing cards with our customers, and we have always been nice to you. May we remind you that you have debts with our house because you are a sore loser and lose often. May we remind you that we have our boys who can break your bones if you don't pay on time. You have 3 days, no more. Pay or face the consequences. The Free Cards House.
Is someone over there?
To the Guild of Renovators, Tile Installers, and Wall Painters. After the last project of yours of renovating my beautiful house was finished, I am afraid I have the right to call you cheaters and charlatans. I must admit that my house was looking good after you finished your work, but now it's a real mess. Dark spots appeared on the walls, and the plaster is spilled everywhere. Your marble is beginning to crack, which led me to the conclusion that it is fake and of poor quality. To be clear, I want my money back in 2 weeks, or I swear I have the means to bring all your useless guild to justice. Signed, Roxani Hayan.
All is not still. Sweet silence returns.
My eardrums do tap much today.
Tarantulas and Other Big Spiders by
From the
Henry T.
winds,
Abbott.
feel the countless waters, see the vast earth and burn in eternal fires.
The Circle of Light Ritual. The purpose of this spell is to create a protective circle around your space, repelling negative energies and guarding against harm. You will need a small bowl of salt symbolizing earth, a white candle symbolizing cleansing, incenses such as frankincense or sage symbolizing air and fire, and a ritual knife or wand to trace the circle. You will recite loudly the following invocation. Azam Larg, God of fire, save us, and our God within and without, and all this place about, and through the virtue of Rimanes might, let no thief enter in this night. Arrange your materials in the center of the area to be protected and light the candle and incense. Take your ritual knife and wand and trace a circle around your space. moving clockwise. Visualize a glowing ring of fire forming as you walk, enveloping the space in warmth and protection. Sprinkle the salt lightly around the boundaries, saying, "By fire I create a shield of strength and stability." Stand in the center of the circle facing east. Recite the invocation, "Divine light, save us." Visualize the glowing ring of light solidifying into an impenetrable barrier. Say, "This circle is sealed. May no harm enter, and may all within be protected and safe." At the end of the ritual, pour the water onto the earth as an offering, completing the circle of energy.
I shall walk the path until I return. Not to.
Oh dear. I hit the lamp post. Oh, and here is the last book, the Book of Fire. We have objective complete. Still the 4 elemental books. Let's explore this house too. Father Aldhelm, by the order of Archbishop Remigius de Vetkamp of the Holy Church of Auldale, tu must manufacture the new printing machine for the church printing house in the district of Auldale. Tu will install it there at the place you were ordered by Father Buckley. You have 1 month to build the machine and 2 weeks for the installation. All the spare parts you will need can be obtained from Father Gervase at the machine workshop near the church of Auldale. You will also find there the sketchings for this machinery. May the builder be with thee. Signed, Archbishop Remigius de Vetkamp, Holy Ruler of the Holy Church of Auldale. More dead people. Let's explore this house.
Who passes there? Vigilance is our shield that protects us from the squalid past.
Father Timothy, I have a humble request from thee. I need 4 small gears with a diameter of 2.44 foot, made of the finest steel for my new printing machine. Will to forge them for me? I left a purse for you with some gold coins to recompensate for your efforts near this missive. I need the gears in 2 weeks, so it's not much of a hurry. Signed, Father Aldhelm.
Knowledge is our weapon, with which we carve a path to an enlightened future.
So this is the main entrance to the big castle. And here is another dead body from the plague. Now I think we just need to go to the starting point and finish the mission. Mission complete.
With the portal destroyed, the plague-spreading creatures stopped appearing, and soon after, the epidemic has stopped as well.
Hear all, be it known unto all good folk, that from this present day I do most gladly proclaim, it hath been nigh upon a fortnight since the last case of sickness was espied amongst us. By all signs and reckonings, the grievous plague hath at last taken its leave.
So this was the part 2 of the mission Dire Times and Magical Endeavors, my own mission. Let's see the stats. 2 hours and found 4,555 loot out of 4,656 loot. We found 3 out of 4 secrets. I missed one. Don't know how, but I missed it. Even it is my own map. I forgot about it. So thank you all for watching, and see you for the next mission. Goodbye.